Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and although the days are getting shorter, the small city squares of Europe are coming alive with vibrant displays of holiday festivity. The streets glow with cute wooden chalets selling unique crafts, gourmet foods, and of course, hot wine. It had been a long-time dream to visit Europe during this festive season and experience these famed Christmas markets myself. I did some research on the best small-town Christmas markets in Western Europe, and I packed my bags. Though they all had a similar feel, there were some big differences between each market, which made them unique. Each market has its own vlog if you want to see more details on each one, so make sure you subscribe and check out the other travel content on my channel. Here is the list of 5 Christmas markets in 5 countries in the order I visited them. Heidelberg, Germany was my first market stop on this tour, and one of the first Christmas markets I had ever experienced in Europe. So as I explored, I had little to compare it to, and therefore it was one of the most magical experiences. Unfortunately, the weather did not cooperate, as it poured rain the entire day. Despite the rain, the warm glow of the market lights brought up everyone's spirits. Heidelberg had 4 market squares that were transformed by Christmas. Universityplatz was the largest of the markets. It wraps around a few of the university buildings and has over 35 stalls selling crafts and food. As you turn the corner into the main part of the square, a 3-story pyramid rises above the plaza with beautiful German craftsmanship displaying wooden characters spinning above a hot wine bar and a century-old carousel spinning children around in the corner to the tune of Christmas carols. The next large market was Marktplatz, right in front of the main cathedral. A small circle of stalls surround the fountain, and most notably there's a 2-story wine barrel in the corner with a figurine spinning on top, grasping his glass of wine. A short walk down the main walking street takes you past a few market stalls to the corn market. This is the smallest of the markets in Heidelberg, but claims over 100 Christmas trees that surround the plaza with a small nativity scene, a train ride for kids, and a few small stalls to enjoy some hot glühwein. The last market region in Karlsplatz, which is a nice little plaza looking straight up at the 16th century castle that towers over the city. This market has a few food stands and a small ice skating rink with lots of open space to eat and drink with friends and family. The Heidelberg market was very quaint, and its setting in this small town surrounded by the river and mountains was a perfect way to kick off my Christmas tour. The next stop was Strasbourg, France, less than a 3-hour bus ride from Heidelberg. Strasbourg is the self-proclaimed capital of Christmas, and the whole town is completely transformed into a winter wonderland. It is the oldest continually held Christmas market in Europe, dating back to the 1500s. Every open square and plaza has little market stalls selling food and crafts. The oldest traditional Christkindl market is in Broglie Plaza. It is a long row of shops, and this is the best place to buy anything related to Christmas. You will find a variety of ornaments, decorations, lights, and even Christmas trees. The other major market is found in the Cathedral Plaza. Here there are over 50 different stalls that completely surround the towering, historic cathedral in the center of town. This is a great place to find gifts, but also to get some hot wine and enjoy the magical atmosphere and beautiful views with the sound of church bells ringing and the historical carousel spinning. From the southeast corner of the plaza, you can stroll down Marokijn Street, which has the most magical storefront decorations, including the famous teddy bears that adorn the French restaurants. You should also check out Petite France, which is the most charming neighborhood in Strasbourg with the historic Alsace architecture and small canals trickling between the streets. Here there are plenty of little Christmas stalls on the cobblestone streets, but you also have the Advent Village, which is full of festive activities. This was my favorite market of the 5 stops and a must visit on any Christmas market tour through Europe. My third stop was Luxembourg City, one of Europe's smallest countries. It is landlocked between Belgium, France, and Germany. The main city is beautifully fortified on these cliff walls with beautiful church spires and little villages in the surrounding valleys. The markets in Luxembourg were some of the most lively, with a fair-like atmosphere. There were tons of carnival rides, including a huge Ferris wheel and some spinning rides around a giant tree, as well as Santa's reindeer. The original Christmas market here was in Place des Armes and has been held since 1985. The plaza has a traditional carousel, large Christmas tree, a store full of decorations, plenty of food stands, and a life-size nativity staged in the middle of the park. A short walk to the edge of the Old Town takes you to Constitution Plaza. This was the largest Christmas market in Luxembourg, and being right on the edge of the cliffs, had stunning views looking out over the city. This part of the market was packed with people, with many open-air bars, restaurants, and plenty of activities for all ages. The giant Ferris wheel spins slowly on the edge of the plaza, and a traditional wooden pyramid towers over some of the bars. A walk across the Old Town takes you to the municipal park, which is home to the Winter Village. This area feels like a ski town with a few fire pits to stay warm, a lot of food and drink options, and a skating rink. A fun place to listen to live music and DJs, and people watch as skaters glide around the park. Then as you leave the Old Town and head towards Luxembourg train station, there's one more small Christmas market plaza in Place des Paris. Here there's a giant Christmas tree 66 feet tall and made up of 330 smaller Christmas trees. There are some well-decorated chalets that sell different foods and snacks, as well as a 2-story stage where there can be live performances and visits from Santa. On the other side of Place des Paris is a reindeer ride for kids that can spin you around a twirling Santa. Luxembourg had some of the largest festive displays, and with its fair-like atmosphere was one of the most lively markets on my tour. My fourth market stop was Liege, Belgium. This small city in the east of Belgium transforms their main plaza into a giant Christmas village, and its enthusiasm for Christmas ranked it the best Christmas market in Europe a few years ago. Place Saint-Lambert, in the center of the Old Town in front of the Prince's Palace, is completely taken over by well over 100 chalets, making it the largest single market on my trip. This is by far the best place to eat as well, with many of the stalls operated by local restaurants serving up gourmet food and local craft beers. The east side of the plaza is a maze of dining and shopping options under the shadow of a giant Ferris wheel and beautiful Christmas tree. On the weekends, the market is visited by St. Nicholas, who gives out treats to all the good little children. Crossing the street in the plaza takes you to a slightly smaller section of the village that focuses mostly on craft beer and wine bars. There's also an igloo to one corner, and a toboggan run for kids to fly down on their sleds. Along the St. Lambert galleries, there's a long row of chalets focusing mostly on retail, with fine arts and crafts, and plenty of unique gift ideas. This long row of shops leads you to some winding pedestrian streets that eventually takes you to St. Paul's Cathedral. Right beneath this gorgeous steeple, there's a small plaza that has a large ice skating rink that is surrounded by even more really nice food and drink spots. A very fun place to grab some mulled wine and watch people skate in a festive atmosphere. Overall, Liege was one of the largest markets on my trip, with some of the best places to grab some food and drink. My fifth and final Christmas market was less than an hour away from Liege, in the small Limburg region of Netherlands. Valkenburg is one of the smallest towns I visited, yet has Europe's largest underground Christmas market. There are over 75 kilometers of mines beneath this quaint town with a historic castle overlooking the village. For almost 2 months of the year, the mines are transformed into a winter wonderland, with over 2 kilometers of shops, trees, and lights lining the cave walls. It felt like a shopping mall beneath the ground as I strolled past shops and little cafes, all beautifully glowing from over 1 million dazzling lights. In all, there are 3 Christmas caves you can explore, but each costs about €10 to enter, and on weekends must be booked in advance because of their popularity. Above ground, the cute town is lined with festive cafes, beautiful garland, and Santa decorations, along with charming row homes and holiday shops. In the town center, right next to the canal, is Santa's Village. Relative to the underground markets, this is a comparatively small market area with only about 20 chalets, but great place for some unique gifts and beautiful architecture. There's a small Santa bar and grill, and a few little cubbies to stay dry and warm while enjoying some hot food and drinks. Then at night, all of the storefronts come alive with glowing Christmas displays. This was by far the most unique market of my tour, with Europe's largest underground Christmas markets. This was such a fun way to get into the festive spirit, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the top Christmas markets in Western Europe. Each market had its unique way of celebrating the holidays, and I'm going to have to come back to Europe next year in search of even more Christmas magic. Let me know in the comments which of these markets was your favorite, and let me know if you have any suggestions for next year's Christmas market tour. Thanks for watching, and make sure you're subscribed for upcoming travel content. And I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.